Hello, everyone. Edd and Muzz. We're back
After
in Paris, France,
after 6 minutes of having a break.
and 2 weeks.
Yeah.
6 minutes and 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about something that we haven't spoken about before. The Olympics.
Yes.
What we thought of the Olympics.
The Olympics. It was great. It was wonderful. The commentators were all saying this is.
We're talking basketball, yeah?
Yeah.
Not overall.
No, well, I mean, obviously, I watched a number of games, but the consensus is that this is the best Olympics basketball we've ever seen in history.
For which team?
Just overall.
In
I mean, the
general,
quality
you
of all
think
the
the quality
teams.
of play?
Yeah, the quality of play has just risen above to a level we've never seen.
Mm.
Yeah. There were a lot of close games. There were a lot of
Yeah, there was some
but there were
close
some
games.
blowouts, obviously. But coming the finals, they got really close. So,
What do you think of the Boomers?
The Australian Boomers. I think this is the best Australian Boomers team in the Olympics that we've ever had. I think it's the best Australian team we've ever had. For what reason? Because we've got Josh Giddey. He's got amazing vision. I don't believe we've had many point guards with the vision that he has.
Yeah.
And he's only 21. I know but he's not afraid to penetrate the basket, which is I respect. So it's not just Patty Mills, just pass to Patty and do everything. Do some crazy shots here. They actually tried to find spacing, and he's improving with his shot, Giddey, but his passing is just flawless. I don't think I've never seen a passer like that in Australia. You could say Ben Simmons, but he's never played for Australia.
But the turnovers were ridiculous. Sorry.
Yeah, they were.
That was horrendous.
Yes.
And I was talking about this before. I was talking about with Charles. Like, who was the Boomers? It's like they didn't know how to set a screen. Like there was so reliant on Patty Mills and Giddey to generate something. I don't know. I thought they lacked. I think the team lacked. I wasn't happy about the omission of Matisse Thybulle. Like
of course,
some of the selections that I think we had. I just don't think they were ready for that Boomers team.
Yeah, I mean Dyson Daniels is known for his defense, and this is actually the first time I've seen Dyson really sort of be as effective as a player, not just a bench player in the NBA, like where he's just sort of just doesn't really get much time at all. But he played a lot at the Olympics, and he showed his defensive prowess. He racked up a lot of steals. He was shooting from three. He can shoot, but turnovers, and he made some funny plays where he'd try to get to the basket, and then he won't be confident. He'll run through, then he might do a dodgy pass, he didn't really execute very well. I mean, compared to Patty, Patty is just a seasoned veteran and an Olympic legend, and a legendary NBA role player. But he's proven himself, and he's got the experience, and showed it against Serbia, for example. That was just a perfect example. I mean,
look, I think that was their
24
that was
points,
their best quarter or half of basketball they played the whole Olympics. But they just
against Serbia,
they tanked.
Yeah, I mean,
as soon as Serbia they're like an old diesel train. As soon as they got going, they just took over.
Slowly clawed their way back in, and they just had a more reliant 3-point shot. And like you said, the screens were lacking with Aussies, not with Serbia. They were getting their screens. Jokic was out there. They got a lot of taller guys, and they were able to put their bodies on the line, and their players are able to get open. And everyone can shoot from three. When we got Nick Kay and Will Magnay, they can't shoot from three. From what I saw, they barely shot any threes. But all of Serbia's players could get open and shoot from three. Yeah. That's where we lacked a lot.
Do you think? And look, I think he's a great player, but do you think players like Ingles and Dellavedova, do you think they're beyond now their time of being selected for the Boomers?
Yeah, they're legendary in their own right, but Joe Ingles, he barely played. He barely played the whole Olympics.
I don't remember seeing anything major out of Ingles, to be honest.
You know,
Even Delhi.
And Delhi, like he played, he didn't play much really. Like only when someone was in foul trouble or something, and he'd come in, get some assists. He shot like 2 threes probably for the whole Olympics. You know, like.
And I get it. Like these are kind of the old players that you want in the team to spark the younger guys, help with the coaching and stuff like that. But like going back to what I said before, like players like Thibault, I think he deserved a spot in that team over Delhi and maybe Ingles. Like to cut guys like that, you know. But I think we're lacking. The Boomers are lacking like a kind of like a big man enforcer, like a Andrew Bogut kind of personality.
Wait, did you say Thide?
No, Thibault.
I thought you said Thide.
Yeah, Sam Thibault. Well,
I swear.
Maybe I did.
Rewind. I'll watch the edit.
Rewind it. It's important.
If you said Thide, I'm keeping it in.
Mate, keep it in.
I'm keeping it in.
One thing that I don't care about is saying something wrong.
If you didn't say it, Sam Thide is an Australian legend in rugby league, so that's where we're sort of just distracted a bit. But but Thibault.
I'm not distracted. It's distracted.
Let's
clarify that.
I heard Thide.
Okay, are we back?
We're back.
Okay.
Thibault. Yeah.
Matisse Thide. So I'm just saying. I don't think he should have been admitted. I think. I just think our selection wasn't the best.
He's one of the best.
Look, don't get me wrong. Look, we had players from the NBL. I don't mind that. I don't mind seeing NBL players that have proven themselves. Like McVeigh, a lot of these Tasmanian Jack Jumpers players, they've proven themselves that they're good ballers. I don't know. I just found that they were lacking. Like, I just found that there was too much dependent on Giddy and Paddy Mills. Everything was forced. You know what I mean? Look, don't get me wrong. For them to go into OT with Serbia, right? I thought they were going to be done and dusted before that. So kudos to Paddy for hitting that shot, sending it into OT. But you could just see like the levels. Like it's not. I didn't have that feel of the bronze winning Boomers team. You know what I mean? I don't know if you felt the same. It didn't feel the same. The team just felt different. It felt like it was lacking.
What did you say LeBron's winning team? What did you say LeBron's?
The bronze winning?
Oh,
what's wrong with your hearing?
I thought you said LeBron's.
What is wrong with your hearing? The bronze winning?
Oh, the bronze, not
Boomers
because
team.
all you Jordanians say is LeBron's this, LeBron's that throughout the Olympics.
Wow, dude.
That's why. And I'm like, it's a trigger. It's a trigger.
You're so paranoid, man.
LeBron's is a trigger.
Wow. Anyway.
The
bronze winning Boomers team.
The bronze.
Phil.
Next time when you say anything to do with bronze, say the bronze. Then I'll know.
I said the bronze.
Because it sounds too much like LeBron's.
You've got hearing issues. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, the Boomers don't feel like the same Boomers of that bronze winning Boomers team. Yes?
Yeah, 100%.
So,
yeah. They're a younger team. This Boomers team is a younger team, obviously. But like you were saying with Joe Ingles and Dellavedova, Delhi looks. He doesn't look as. It looks like he's put on a little bit of weight and he's a bit more stocky. Not as mobile as he used to be with the Cavs. In the NBA.
How about Duop?
And Duop's great. He had more playing time. He didn't play the first few games actually at all. And they were playing Nick Kay and Will Magnay more. But then he comes out and he starts shooting threes. I'm like, oh,
finally,
okay. This sort of adds a different element to the game, which is, every player in the Serbian team is shooting threes. Like, why can't we sort of match that as well with a big man that shoots three? Like, it just makes sense to me. Maybe because he's younger, but those two guys, Will and look, no slight on them. They're great players. Nick Kay, I think he's had quite a career in Japan. Yeah. Will Magnay just won the championship with the Tasmanian Jumpers in the NBL. Yeah, he's a great defensive player from what I understand. But Duop, he's in the NBA. Yeah, and he's got a outside game. I mean, and then when he started playing he was defending well against Jokic from what I could see.
Yeah.
He's younger, but he's got that short time this season that he's played in the NBA. He's just grown.
He's grown, yeah.
And
even Josh Green, like we didn't speak about Josh Green, like we didn't see much of him. I rate him. I think he's a great player. We'll see how he's going to go now in Charlotte. That's going to be a telling season for him at Charlotte, and see if he can have a bit of a semi breakout. How they use him depends how they use him, right? So
he can shoot. I mean, he can shoot from three, and he proved it with Dallas. So when whenever he found himself open, and obviously it's Kyrie's and Luka Doncic's team.
Yeah.
So they did majority of the scoring, obviously, but his main focus is the defense.
It fits him well.
His main focus is the defense, and that's what he sort of provided in flashes.
Even Exum,
the Boomers.
Like, I think Exum was probably one of the better players in the Boomers. I think he had a good, a decent tournament.
Great, and of course, but he didn't play in a way that he plays for the Mavs.
Injury, like I get it, he wasn't 100%, but.
He looked 100% when he came back. I think, he was just motivated just to not be replaced and kicked out of the team, so he just manned up and showed up. But Dante played a totally different game as he does with the Mavs. The Mavs is just a spot up three-point shooter. He doesn't even drive to the basket barely, and mid-range, shoots mid-range, which he's worked on. He was a number 4 pick in the draft. I think it was the season before Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Was it? I think he was number 4 and then
it was a few seasons.
Couple before, maybe, Anyway, well, so high pick, but I don't think he was really developed properly through his career up until he got drafted, and that's why he found himself out of the NBA. And he was played overseas. He played in Serbia, so he knew. I think they all knew him, the Serbian players, but. He played, I think, in the EuroLeague as well. But he developed his 3-point shot. And he had an outside game because he was all attack mode. In the early days, he was just like another D-Wade, but more aggressive.
Utah Jazz those.
Yeah, and injury prone, and that's why he kept getting injured, and it wasn't good for him. So now he's developed that 3. He doesn't have to attack the basket like he did in the past, but he brought that back for the Boomers in the Olympics. And in some flashes, it's not like he's a Jordan, Kobe, T-Mac level kind of ISO player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not. And so I just feel that sometimes he'd run up there and sort of like, and then he'll try and do fadeaway. And this just didn't really work. But, when they needed him to shoot a 3, he could. And defensively, he's great. He's a great defender as well. But, that's Dante. And then Josh Green as well, he did really show up.
He wasn't 100%. There must be some sort of injury there as well. He's not 100%.
Yeah, but then Matisse Thybulle, he's one of the best defenders in the NBA, like in the world. You think he'd just be an easy pick.
Walk on.
He wasn't. They chose Delhi, and I know Delhi. They want him to be like aggressive as he always is. A bulldog defensively, and just sort of irritate the offense. And
I think they still believe that Delhi's going to be that chip winning Cavs Delhi, and I think those days are over.
They're over. He's not in the NBA anymore, and he hasn't been for a couple of seasons. And maybe his play just doesn't suit the NBA. Yeah, so Delhi, that's Delhi. But back to that Serbia game. I mean, look, as you said, Paddy started off amazingly. Then they started double teaming him. So the second and third quarters, he was pretty much a non participant, probably lack of a better term, but they clawed their way back.
Yeah,
and they just consistent.
He got it done when he needed to. That fourth quarter.
Yeah, kept them in. They were 12 ahead.
Yeah,
they sort of got dwindled it down to 12-point lead at the half, and then they just end up taking over. But Paddy, obviously, he got that clutch shot at the end of the fourth quarter to send it to the overtime. But that overtime, we were leading by 5 points.
Yeah,
the Aussies were leading. We just couldn't capitulate, and we couldn't get it done. And what happened? Jokic, Nikola Jokic. There was like 4 or 5 plays.
Your MVP.
Yes. I mean, he's the best. He's the best player in the world in many respects.
He's top 3 for sure.
Yeah, like the MVP of the last 4 seasons. So 3 of the last 4 seasons in the NBA. So he's just this powerful force. And that's what he did. 3 or 4 plays defensively, offensively. He got blocks. He just neutralized Australia totally and took the wind out of them. And Serbia won in the end. It just showed the world class
Took over.
of Jokic.
I was impressed with the Canadian team. I thought they looked good.
Yeah, they did. I was surprised they
Young
didn't
team.
make it as far as they could have.
Yeah, I thought they were a great team.
Well, because on paper they had the second best team after Team USA.
Yeah,
on paper.
Definitely silver contenders.
Yeah, but they didn't do as well as they should have, and that's I guess they're young, but it's a lot of promise. There's a lot of promise for Canadian basketball, and they're just going to continue to improve.
Yeah,
but Team USA.
Yeah, let's talk about your
man,
your LeBron gold winning
MVP. Not just goal winning MVP.
Yeah, okay, I have to give it to somebody.
He led in every stat out of all the players in the whole comp.
Oh no, he performed
except for points per game. Which
Yeah,
Curry decided to show up in the last 2 games.
I think he performed.
Yeah.
We've performed. LeBron, I think he had a standout Olympic. I think he's the best he's played in the Olympic team.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think he played really well.
Yeah, I mean, before he had, the last 2 Olympics he played, it was with Kobe. So, so they shared, obviously, they both led the team. And,
he didn't share. Kobe took over.
Yeah. Well, if you look at LeBron's stats, he had some decent stats. I mean,
not Kobe stats, but decent stats.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, he only got a triple-double in the last Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of only 3 people to do it. And he did it again this Olympics.
Very good.
I only want to do it twice.
Another record too.
Yeah,
they're just racking up those records.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So
did you ever have any doubt that America was going to win it?
Of course, because when I saw what Jokic did with Serbia with the Boomers, and and France, they came good.
Yeah, France had another good team, man.
Come the finals, it was with Wemby.
Batum.
Man, where has he been the last few years in the NBA? And he comes out, he's just shooting threes like crazy. He's just the captain, so he's like, he showed his experience, and that's what we want to. That's all I want to see from him in the NBA. But he showed up.
Wemby's going to be an MVP
in
a couple of seasons. I'm telling you that kid.
Yeah, I know.
Did he look bigger to you in the Olympics? It's like he's growing still.
Yeah,
he's massive.
He could be, yeah, but is he 19 or something?
He's young. I know he's very young. And
he's young, and he's 7'4".
He looks massive,
and he looks like an alien. That's his logo. Actually, he's an alien because they reckon he's like an alien. But he runs up with pace, because he's not a heavy guy.
Yeah.
But and he's got ISO moves. What? Wow! Imagine Manute Bol doing that, or Sean Bradley doing ISO moves like that. Never.
Sean Bradley's 7'6".
I know they couldn't, and he's only or Yao Ming was 7'4". I think it was 7'6". Or they never had the game that Wemby has. He's more of a complete player. He shoots from 3 like flawless.
Do you think he's an MVP candidate?
It could be. So I mean, in the NBA, he's got Chris Paul with him now for the Spurs. So look, Paul's on the back end of his career.
Chris Paul. Don't get me wrong. I've got all the respect in the world for Chris Paul, but
I know, but he can really guide the young kids. His majority is young kids, young men in the team, players. But he can give them some guidance, mentorship.
It's like putting Dellavedova
and rack up his assists so LeBron doesn't overtake him for 3rd all time. Yeah, that's why he left the Warriors, because he can't rack up any more assists.
That's why he left.
Coming off the bench.
And everyone's doing things just around LeBron. every life decision that everybody makes. I wonder how I can stuff up LeBron a little bit more.
It is.
That's all it's based on.
Well, that's Chris Paul's like, all my hopes for a chip are over.
The only one that cares.
Hang on to my assists.
The only one.
Please.
The only one.
Oh, Spurs, Wemby.
Just dish. Dish to Wemby.
Yeah.
Dish to Wemby.
I'm not even going to score. Just dish.
Hey, maybe that's all they need him for.
LeBron's catching up. That's why.
Okay.
4th all time.
Well, hey, look, I'll give it to him. He's got more Olympic medals than Kobe and Jordan. So
100%.
Hey, credit where credit's due.
Yes, 100%.
I think you did.
Of course.
So, saying in all, you said you were happy with the basketball, the Olympic basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. But when we're talking about, I got to talk about what happened USA versus Serbia. I got to talk about it.
Talk about it. I wasn't going to bring it up, but you can talk about it.
It was a close game all the way through, right? But USA, they come good. The lead was growing each quarter, the first 3 quarters. So and Serbia were shooting threes like crazy, and they were doing Carmelo Anthony's celebratory when they make every 3. They were looking at him, staring him down, and it was just awkward. And LeBron wasn't happy, obviously, but. The fourth quarter, they came back. Embiid sort of kept them in there, 19 points, and Curry played well. Obviously, he got 36 points, shot like 9 threes. But who did they put at the end of the game, at the death in the fourth quarter to defend Jokic? Not Embiid, not Anthony Davis. First all defensive team in the NBA.
And then he acts like a child. And
not Adebayo.
And then does it too small, like a 5-year-old.
Not a center.
The guy's 40 years old, still doing stupidity like that. Too small. Well, I did it for Carmelo. Come on, he's a great man. I'm sure Carmelo can take it. What a child.
Hey, it's mine.
What a child.
Oh, well.
Do you know what? I actually thought you were gonna. I thought you're gonna bring up the fact that LeBron got dunked on and he looked like a 5-year-old.
No, I'm talking about this. Who
did
they put on to defend Nikola Jokic? Steve Kerr, his rival coach for the Warriors all those years. After the tournament, he says, "I think LeBron is he's mastered every part of the game." That's what he said. That's what he thinks.
Dude,
who did he put on Jokic?
You think people are rivals
at the death? Not a center. He had 3 centers. Who did he put? LeBron James. Yes. Oh, yes. And you should have seen it. People that didn't watch the game weren't even know.
I saw LeBron get dunked on. I saw that. Did you see that? Yeah, you saw it.
He was trying to produce a foul. It wasn't even that strong of a dunk. He was just trying to produce a foul.
Very good.
As they all do.
I would have said the same thing if you dunked on Jordan like that. I would have
said
I'd make excuses too.
Yeah, except I use facts.
Yeah, facts. The fact
yours is based on
fact is
myth and a rubber sole shoe.
That was the dunk.
And a pair of rubber sole shoes.
The dunk of the tournament.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good dunk. It was a good dunk, yeah. And he got
him a contract.
He got a $2 million contract straight away. $2 million for who's he playing for? I can't remember.
I don't know, but
he got a contract. Good on him. I'm happy he can look after his family.
I don't think it was based on that dunk, but
he's a failed. He's a failed NBA.
No, he's a good.
He tried and he's failed.
I like European players. In the
he's played in the NBA, but he never could stay in the team.
But now he's in it now.
Just from one dunk.
You can take LeBron.
No, but he actually played a good tournament. He had played a good Olympics. So, without him, maybe they wouldn't have made it that far. So, yeah. So it was good challenge by France. But Curry, wow, that last game.
He turned it on.
The last quarter.
He did nothing the first few games of the
tournament. I know. The first 4 games he did nothing. He was actually lowering Team USA's overall scoring percentage. Because he kept throwing bricks like Jordan in 92 Olympics. 92 Dream Team. No one wants to ever talk about this.
Can't help himself.
They just look at, Jordan, Dream Team, the best. He was the worst player of the team.
He was
the worst player of the team, shooting bricks. Anyway, but that was Curry. But then he finally showed up. So Steve Kerr said in an interview that Curry was there. He was just practicing every day for hours. Even at the Olympics, he was still, even though he wasn't in form as much. And then the last 2 games, he showed up at 36 points, 9 threes against Serbia. And then against France, he shot like 3 or 4 threes in the last at the end. That sort of sealed it for the USA.
What do you think of Durant?
He's won the most Olympic gold medals. He's reliable, but he came off the bench. He didn't really show up in the last game until the last quarter. Yeah. So he was missing a lot of shots, and he had a great start to the tournament, but it was just a little bit shaky. Maybe just a bit out of rhythm, and all this. But look, he's a legend. Just to have him out there, it was just sort of raised the morale. He upped his defense. Like he's not really a defensive player at all. Let's be honest. But he was actually being a bit more aggressive on defense, which is great. Providing screens and all this, and using his height. That's it. So because he's like 6'11".
Yeah.
But Yeah. So, it's a great performance by Team USA. LeBron is the MVP, What a legend. He's the greatest MVP ever. NBA Cup MVP, Olympics MVP, NBA Finals MVP, All-Star MVP, the greatest MVP of all time.
Very good.
Oh, you said like
Like what? Like
Very
I don't believe it?
very good.
Like I don't believe it?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. It bothers me less and less every day. But look, obviously you like the Olympics more than what I did. That's in summary.
It's very entertaining. It was very entertaining, So in that they also had the 3-on-3, 3x3.
I didn't even watch one of those games.
Oh, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
I honestly struggled to watch this Olympics.
Oh, what?
Just in general, I struggled to watch.
Yeah, so did I. Did. So did I. I only watched the basketball. To be honest,
I think everybody had the same feeling. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh, the Olympics had some. Some funny things happened in this Olympics.
Let's not bring her up. Poor thing. Well, we got the NBA season coming up soon.
Yeah.
So that'll be something we can get back into our rhythm.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
We've been a bit rusty, so we'll kick off with some NBA chat soon.
For sure.
As the season kicks off.
For sure.
Do you want to do an early prediction? Who's going to win the chip this year before we finish up?
Well, I'm always going to go for
Lakers.
LeBron.
With Bronny?
I don't know. Look, they got the Connect guy, the number 17 pick. He's the top scorer in the summer league, so he can shoot. And I've seen some clips of him playing in college. So he's actually was a very good pick for them. Can he translate it to the NBA? We'll have to wait and see. They didn't even have any big signings, so it's just AD and pretty much the same crew as last year. So minus Torian Prince.
Yeah.
I think he's gone somewhere else. So, which he was great off the bench for them. They gave him, he sparked the energy. He wasn't afraid to, handle the ball and do his own thing. And he was successful with it because they didn't really have much of a bench. But that's Lakers. We'll see what they can do. JJ Redick as the coach could lift their spirits in a way because he's a very motivational speaker.
LeBron had nothing to do with that pick.
Yeah, no, not at all.
They're not mates at all.
Not at all.
They don't do a podcast.
Look,
they don't do none of that.
I read they didn't even talk about it.
No, of course not.
Even though they had a pop, they didn't even talk about it.
Of course not. LeBron would never have known that he was going to get signed.
Yeah, but look, maybe. But
anyway, that's coming up soon.
We'll see.
NBA season coming soon.
And then Nuggets. Probably Nuggets. I'm always going to go Nuggets. Jokic is a legend.
If the Celtics can stay healthy.
Yeah, true.
Mate, they gave it to the Mavs in that championship.
Yes,
series.
but okay. But Mavs have got Klay Thompson, so they could be a threat. Even though Klay has been really out of form lately, but maybe that's
he's not going to
start.
He's not going to start.
Yeah. Oh,
he'll come off the bench.
You reckon?
I don't think he'll start.
You won't start?
You think he'll start him? We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. I could be proven wrong.
We'll see. But I was just going to say, the Celtics, they reckon Steve Kerr was trying to play mind games with them. Or maybe him or whoever the selectors are for Team USA. Because when Kawhi left the team, who'd they bring? Not Jaylen Brown, not the Finals MVP. They brought Derek White. Derek White played more minutes than Jason Tatum.
Well,
he played every game. Jason Tatum had a couple of do-not plays.
People think into it too much. I don't think there's that much depth.
Maybe
Steve Kerr would not give a stuff.
Maybe he could. Maybe he could. They're gonna have not talk about it, or maybe they'll talk about it, but it's gonna cause conflict, and
maybe
they're gonna fall apart at the seams.
Anyway, I got no idea how this season. There's been a bit of change in the league, so
we'll see.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Time to go to sleep.
All right, let's go to sleep.
Pack it up. That sounded weird. I'm going to my house to sleep. You can get his.
Oh, you just had to clarify?
Thank you. Yeah, I did. All right, guys. Okay. Next time.
Bye.
Yeah, funny.